Hey there, today I'll be showing you how to draw chibi vision. So we're going to start at the top of the face with the eyes. So I'm going to draw the curve for the top of the brow, starting on the left side, on the outside curving in. And at the end here, I'm just going to turn it up as it gets towards the center of the eyes. We're going to do the same thing flipped over on the right side. So let's start with the curve at the front first. Curving in and down, then curving over and out to the side of the eye. From here, let's tuck in the eyes underneath the brow. So it's going to be basically a half circle. Starting from the left, we're going to do an overlap. Curve down towards the bottom. We'll curve up, leaving a little bit of overhang in the front. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting at the front edge here, curving down to the same height along the bottom. Just like so. From here, let's move down in the center towards the mouth. So the chins, I usually keep them really small. So if I locate the chin right about here, I want to draw the mouth just above there with a curve. From left to right, just a very basic curve. And then just underneath this mouth, I'm going to draw the curve going the opposite direction for the bottom of the lip. So curving up like that. From here, let's draw in a little chin piece. So just stepping in on the left side, I'm going to draw an angled line going out to the left. Same thing on the right. Then go straight down, two short lines, and then I'm going to curve the bottom connecting those 2 points. From here, let's just draw a little bit of inner detail here. So starting at the bottom on the left, go up, curve around, and then back down on the right. Okay, so now that we know where the chin is, we're going to locate the curve of the bottom of the face. So on either side of the eye is my starting point. I'm going to curve right into that chin piece in between this line here. So starting on the left first, so just out here, curve, and just aim for that center point on that chin piece. Do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the right, same distance from the side of the head to the eye. So right here, I'm going to curve down, and then I'm going to go back down here and just kind of merge that together, just like that. Okay, from here, I'm going to draw the top of the head, because there's nothing obscuring the top of the head here, so it's basically just another curve that goes to the top, over to the right side. So the top of the head, I'll probably draw up to here. It's not a perfect circle, it's a little bit stretched out. So from here, on the side, I'm going to curve up. Curving up, then up towards my finger. This will be the top of the head. And then curve back down on the right side. So curving down, just like so. Okay, from here, let's draw on the ear pods, those ear pieces that cover the ears. So just up here, probably to be centered with the eye here. So starting up here, I'm just going to curve. And then on the right side, we're going to do the same thing. Curving around like that. Okay, from here, let's draw in the headpiece that wraps around the head. So starting on the cheek side, on the left here, I'm going to go with a straight line going up. And then we're going to curve out towards this earpiece, but I'm not going to touch this side of the head. I'm just going to go right above the eye, like that. From here, we're going to curve in the inside, opposite direction. So above the eye. And then we're going to curve with the contour of the head. So curving up. Okay, so you see this curve is almost the same as this one here. We're going to angle to the side of the head. So going up in a diagonal, leaving a small gap. And then from here, I'm just going to curve around. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting just below the eye here, I'm going to draw a vertical line. I'm going to curve up, making sure that we match up the points. I'm going to draw a point right here. I'm going to curve this line right into that point. Then up here, we're going to curve up above the eye. So right here, so you see I'm just watching back and forth, making sure I'm balancing this out. I'm going to curve up to the top here on the right, following the same contour of the head, and then angling diagonally up to the side of the head there. We're going to curve up to the center, so you can see that there's an even gap along the side of the head here. Now we're going to curve this down to that sort of that gem area in the center of the head. So we're going to locate the center of the head here. I'm going to drop it down to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a straight line going across. I'm going to take these points on the side and curve it right into the ends there. Starting on the left, I'm going to curve into that point there, and then on the right, I'll curve in like that. Let's draw that little gem in the center. So stepping up above this bottom line, draw a short line across. We're going to go up in a diagonal line. Going up on either side. We're going to angle them inwards with a shorter line, and just connect those 2 points with a straight line going across. Now from the center of this line here, I'm just going to draw a curve going up, following the same contour of that edge, just for a little bit of added detail. Go to the right side and do the same thing there. And we're going to do a little cutout on the side. So on the side here, I'm just going to follow this line in the inside and curve like this on the inside here. And then I'm going to pull this straight across into the side of the head. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So here I'm just going to come down at an angle, follow that curve, and go straight across. Okay, so that's as far as I want to go with the face. Let's get down to the body. So I'm going to have a character with his arms spread out, so that classic vision pose. So I'm going to start with the left side with the arm coming out towards the hand. So under here, underneath the chin, I'm going to locate the shoulder. I'm just going to do a curve going out towards the left side. From here, I'm going to draw the meat of the hand here. So starting here on the wrist, I'm going to curve up to that point. I'm going to curve in the opposite direction towards the face, and then just wrap this around like that for the thumb. From here, I'm going to do an overlap. I'm going to curve out to the tip of the finger. So the finger will be located up here. So curving up like that. I'm going to curl this around and come back in. We're going to do an overlap for the second finger. We're going to do a curl like this and curl that back up. We're going to step in a little bit and do an overlap and just curl that around like that. And then for the final third finger, we're going to do an overlap here, curving that around like that. Same sort of thing, coming in, drawing a curve. Now just behind this pinky, I'm just going to wrap around into that wrist area there. So there's a little overlap in the meat of the hand. Now this arm is going to come in towards the armpit, towards the body. So I'm just going to locate the side of the hip right here. So on the side of the hand here, I'm just going to curve in kind of like that. And it's okay if it overlaps the body on this side because the body is going to be turned this way. So now I'm going to draw the front profile of the body. So the body's turned this way. So the chest area I want to locate right about here. So I'm just going to leave a gap at the top and just come down towards the hips. So you see here, I got a little gap there. I'm going to draw the side of the body on this side. I'm going to come down to the same height. So I'll do a little overlap, curving down like that. From here, I'm going to draw a curve for the hips. Starting on the left, I'm going to curve down slightly, then back up on the right. Let's draw the right arm here. So we're going to draw the curve of the right arm coming out this way towards the hand. So I'm going to start up in the shoulder area again and curve down like this. From here, I'm going to draw the hand sort of like in this pose. So I'm going to go right into the index finger, curving up, curving around, and then pulling this back like that. From here, I'm going to draw similar to what I did with these fingers. I'm going to do an overlap. I'm going to curl around the second finger, do an overlap into the joint there, and then one final finger here. I'm going to start right here, curve this around, and then do an overlap and pull that in like that. From here, I'm going to draw the side of the hand, so this part here, so that'll be right here. I'm going to curve in, but now I want to overlap that thumb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it here, curving down, and then curving in the opposite direction up like that. Now all we need to do is take a point here and just wrap that in behind the body like so. Let's draw the glove line. So starting back at the left side, up here, I'm just going to draw a curve that wraps around the arm like this. And we'll do the opposite on this side, like so. Okay. Now let's draw in the shoulder mount for the cape. So we'll keep this quite simple. I'm going to start over here. I'm going to draw a curve. I'm going to go across the chest this way. But we're going to stop on the left side here and curve again back underneath the chin. I'm going to split this in half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up here and just curve like this. Let's draw a similar thing on this side, but because this body is turned, you're not going to see as much of it. So right here, I'm going to curve down. We'll go across, and I'm just going to split that in half like that. Now we're going to draw that little detail that comes down to the center of the chest. So from this point, I'm going to come down at an angle. On the right, we'll come down at an angle, go straight down, two short lines on either side, and we'll come down towards a point, like a V, like this. Now all I need to do is take this point up here, just draw an angled line like this, sort of halfway down this line here. And then here, I'm just going to split this. So I'm going to just make a little seam for the arm into the body. So from this point, I'm just going to curve around, just like I did with the glove, because then we can add some little details here. So up here, I'm going to draw an angled line coming in and straight down. Let's go and do that same thing on the right side. So up here, I'm going to come in and I'm going to come straight down. And then from these 2 points, I'm just going to angle out towards the sides of the body, come up, short line, and then angle back underneath the arm. Let's draw that little diamond here. So it's basically a V shape and then an inverted V shape. So it creates a little diamond like that. Okay, so we got the upper body. Let's get down to the legs. So this one I'm going to have sort of straight out. This leg I'm going to have sort of bent so it looks like he's actually floating. So from here I'm going to curve down towards the heel, or towards the ankle. So from the hip, I'm just going to do a nice simple curve like this. From here I'm going to do an overlap for the front of the toe back towards the heel. So right here, I'm going to curve around, and I curve this all the way back towards the heel like that. From here, I'm just going to curve up and sort of in an angle, and then I'm going to do an overlap. So the center of the body is right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a curve just overlapping that line like that. Now on this side, I'm just going to curve the inner part of the left leg. So curving around like this towards the heel. We're going to do a little curve for the foot, just like we did on this side. So I'm going to come up to here. So curving out, and then back in. Then do a slight overlap, and curve this all the way up into that hip. Now let's draw the cuff for the boot. So this side, we're just going to do a little curve that kind of snakes around the leg. So from this side, go up, we'll come down, and then just kind of curve it back in the opposite direction. Over here, we're going to start down here, curve up, and then just kind of flatten out as we get towards the knee. And we want to probably add a little bit of detail in the hips. So on the side here, I'm just going to draw an angle line going out. This side we'll draw an angle line going out. Come up in an angle, like that, and then we'll curve towards the side of the hips, like that. Over here we'll probably just extend this out, 2 angle lines coming in, and then curving across with the line of the hip there. Okay, let's get into the cape. So we're going to have the cape sort of flowing behind. So if I imagine this part of the cape coming down, so we're going to come down like this, up, and then back again. From up here, because the cape is rolled this way, you're going to see the top side over on this side. So up on this curve, we'll just tuck this in behind the cape like that. Over here, we're going to curve in this way. So this is the cape rolling over this way. Now from here, we probably want to roll this down. Starting from here, we're going to curve down behind the leg. We'll curve, continue in between the legs. And then we'll continue this over on this side, curving out like that. From here, all we need to do is just pull it back in behind the arm, just like so. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Vision. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like and share this with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.